Okay, how'd you like that? I really love that video. I love the photography. I also love Julia Roberts' voice. So our next activity is looking at some vocabulary that relates to the chapter in general, and also the video that we'll watch next, which is on biodiversity. So I'd like you to go ahead and take a couple of minutes, complete this form, choose the correct word for each blank, and then we'll take a look at it afterwards. So let's go ahead and do this together. Humans belong to the species Homo sapiens. Although humans are different from other animals, we still need things that come from nature, such as food and water. Humans live in diverse environments, from deserts to tropical rainforests to mountains. People who are surrounded by many different kinds of species live in ecosystems with high biodiversity. Those ecosystems often have many resources, such as water, plants, and wildlife. A footprint is the mark that your foot makes on the ground when you walk. People with small feet leave smaller footprints than people with big feet. When we use natural resources, we also leave a footprint on the earth. This is called an ecological footprint. If you were to take long showers every day, drive everywhere you needed to go, and never recycle anything, your footprint would be larger than someone who takes short showers, rides a bike instead of driving, and recycles. People who have bigger footprints have a bigger impact on Earth's ecosystems, which include both environments and species that live in those environments. Thinking about the way that you use natural resources can help us to reduce your impact on the planet. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at the words and their definitions. Biodiversity is the existence of many kinds of plants and animals in an environment. An ecosystem is everything that exists in a particular environment. All the different plants and animals in a particular environment. Diverse basically means different, made up of people or things that are different from one another. A footprint, you walk and your foot leaves a mark in the earth. If the earth is hard, it leaves a very faint or light mark. If the earth is wet, it leaves a deeper or more permanent footprint. But it's a track or mark left by your foot or your shoe. The ecological footprint is the impact of a person or a community or an event on the environment, expressed as the amount of land required to sustain their use of natural resources. Basically, this means how much energy they use for a particular activity. Species is a group of animals or plants that are similar and that can produce young animals or plants. Basically, a group of animals or plants that can reproduce or have offspring. Nature is the physical world. It's the environment, everything in it, such as plants and animals, mountains, oceans, stars, etc., that is not made by people. So nature is the natural world. And the natural resources are materials or substances such as minerals, forests, water, fertile land that can grow food, that occur in nature, and that can be used for our economy, for economic gain, for our money. So with that, let's go ahead and do our next activity, which is a video on biodiversity.